Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2. It's going to be Trigger and a Rogue, Canada versus Korea. Here on Pylon, the latter edition, a new map from the map pool. Bottom right, it's going to be Rogue. Top left, it is Trigger, the Canadian Protoss player. Great player, but I don't think he can beat Rogue today. But hey, let's find out. This is from GSL, the group stages, round B, lol. So the group was 4 players. And got the replays off of being a patron for GSL, which is great. We're going to go ahead and hatch block Rogue here. Yeah, the rush distance on the new maps is very important to know whether you can hatch block or if you can get there a little bit too late and just kind of do harassing and scouting. So gateway timing here from our guy. Rogue should be right on time. And Rogue says, yeah, I knew you were going to do that because this map is good for hatch blocking, so I have enough minerals to throw down my second hatch at my third base location. Everything is A-OK here. You do not ruffle me. You do not cause me to second guess myself. I am Rogue. You are Trigger. All right, so happy Sunday, everyone. Hope you're having a good time. I saw The Accountant 2 last week. Kind of an interesting movie. 10 years after The Accountant, which premiered back in 2015 with Ben Affleck. Yo, so Ben Affleck is still here playing the same character, and I think he does a pretty good job of playing somebody else. So, I don't know. I think Ben Affleck is kind of like maybe a sub-tier actor sometimes, but he has it. He has it in him. I also watched Thunderbolts last week, which was, I want to say, enjoyable and heartwarming and heartfelt. So go watch it, I guess. And let me know what you think in the comments. Dun, dun. Overlord Scouting says, yeah, okay, fair enough. Cybernetics Core, we've got ourselves a Nexus, we've got double gas, we have a second Pylon. I want someone to shake up the meta, man, in PvZ. Because PvZ win rates are in the toilet, especially against the top tier Zergs. So mix it up, dudes. Try something different. Doing something the same and expecting to get this, a different result is what? The definition of insanity. Stargate opening here. Did we see it? No, we did not see it because the Overlord is going the other way. Tragic. Tragic indeed. Metabolic boost on the way. All right, man. So Lings? Rogue does like his roaches. As Dark does. Who is the roach man right now? Rogue or Dark? I like this track right here. It's good. It's really good. We got spores on the way from Rogue. He recognizes the threat of the Oracles. He is going to get some anti-air for that. Oh, the timing of the Lings on this third Nexus could not have been any better for Rogue. He shows up exactly when it starts coming in, when it's at its most vulnerable. One Adept is going to die. Can we kill the other Adept here? Good micro to get the Adept back into a corner. Very nicely done. But the Lings get inside the main base. Dude, this Pylon snipe would be great for the Adepts. Or the Adept might be able to shut that thing down. The Oracle is going to cause some problems for these Lings, but really solve the problems here from Trigger when there are Lings inside your main base. Dude, zappity zap zap zap. Where is the second Oracle at? Blue is hard to see on the creep, dude. Okay, came back home to try to deal with this stuff, which is a smart idea. Lings rolling again. This is just going to be more for scouting than anything else, I assume. Does he see the Forge in the Twilight Council? He doesn't see the Twilight, and he doesn't get far enough to see it either. So he sees the Forge, he doesn't see the Twilight, but he can make an educated guess. That's probably what it is. Remember when I said, is this going to be Lings? Yeah, Falcon, it's going to be Lings. Adept down, Lings going down at an alarming rate here. 18 Zerglings have died. What a crazy game. Lings into the main base here too. What an opening this is so far from Rogue. Trigger cleaning it up pretty effectively. 22 lings have died, 1 probe died, and oh my gosh, what? He walked his queens over. What a madman! He walked his queens over to get the 3rd Nexus. This isn't even a German taxi. He just walked them. He's gonna get it because we are defending the lings with the queens. The anti-air is good. The anti-ground is good. Rogue, you madman. You absolute mad lad. I love this. Oracles come in. Oh, the 3rd base didn't have a spore yet. Therefore, 9 drones go down. An Oracle gets killed for it. 16 kills on that Oracle. Insane stuff. 3rd base dies. Dude, I might epic tag this game. What is this? Yeah, the lings are like, we'll go in if you want to back out of there. Trying to re-heal a little bit. Do this micro to re-heal the Adept when it's going to die. And then bring her back in to block is super sick out of Trigger. This is good play. Oh, lost the Oracle. Not a good play on that one, though. And, oh, this is so many lings. So many lings. Another cannon on the backline I think might be good here. These queens cannot transfuse because they are off creep, mind you. An Oracle does go down. The Adepts are putting in some work here. 1 kill on that Adept. 3 kills on that Adept. Queens, 2 kills. And, okay, now the queens are dead and the Stalkers are out. That's what you wanted against those queens. Adepts do okay, but not without resonating glaives. Trigger, bam, 3rd base, warping in, looking good, man, looking good. I mean, we're both at about 50 workers apiece. Rogue didn't get up to 85 workers while also doing this because that would be impossible. He is sacrificing workers, he's sacrificing larvae, he's sacrificing money to make these lings. And, ooh, nice warping to keep those lings out of the natural base again. What are we chronoing on this dead Twilight? I guess he was chronoing Blink. And that rest of that chrono is pretty darn wasted, unfortunately. This creep path is awesome. I mean, it's dead now, but it was pretty good. And obviously, that's what the queens took to get up there and take that 3rd base down. What a build. We're going into Hydras. Hydras are on the way. Speed upgrade for those Hydras says aggression. Rogue's going to try to win this game fast. Understandably so. Ugh. Okay, Ling Hydra Queen. Actually not a bad answer versus Stalkers. In the hands of a good Protoss player who knows how to blink effectively, it can be a big-time problem. Here we go. So it's going to be Queens, Hydras, Zerglings. Hydra range isn't done yet, but just every bit of damage on these Stalkers is big with these Hydra lists. This is some good stuff out of Rogue, but what do we expect from Rogue here? This is a good game. This is excellent StarCraft, folks. Bam. Wha-bam. Dead as well. Okay, more Stalkers coming in. Are we doing anything but Stalkers? No. We're trying to hero this, folks. We're going mass Blink Stalker with a few Oracles. Maybe some Adepts early for base safety, but we're going to try to win this thing with the power of the Blinks. Ooh, Queen snipes. Individually taking down Hydralisks. Their range just kicked in, which I think Trigger just realized there too. So he's going to throw up a Robo. He's going to throw up a Templar Archives. He says, okay, I'm going to want Colossus. I'm going to want Disruptors. Maybe I'm going to want some High Templar here too against these Hydras. Would not be a bad idea. Never is, in my opinion. Storm is maybe the best spell that Protoss has available to them, and it's just not used as much as I'd like to see it. Just not, I don't know. It's just not like the auto-deletion spell like it is in Brood War, but I mean, nothing is. Nothing has been in StarCraft since. 4th base coming in from Rogue. He's been on 3 base to 3 base for a minute here. Not ideal from the Zerg perspective. Nice force fields, keeping those Hydras away. Cannons getting a couple shots off out there before they die, but nice concave from Trigger, forcing Rogue back here at least a little bit. Man, trying to deal with Hydras without any blink, any splash damage rather, is a problem. He's making Immortals. I disagree. Storm, yes, I agree. Immortals, I disagree. Why are you making Immortals against someone who's going Ling, Bane, or Ling and Hydra? Lurker Den on the way. I guess he expects the Lurker Den, and so he's going to go Immortals that way because Lurkers are really good against Immortals and vice versa. They kind of have a rivalry there where they both do bonus damage to each other, and they're both ranged, and it's kind of a weird engagement. trying to think. I mean, technically, Stalkers and Lurkers have the same thing going for them. They are armored. They do bonus versus armored. Marauders and Lurkers kind of have the same relationship going. Yeah, Marauder Stalker would be an engagement there, except for the fact that Marauders absolutely crush Stalkers like they're made out of tissue paper. So we don't see that battle very much because Stalkers never, ever, ever, ever want to engage there. They're just too darn scary and too darn good. Infestation Pit on the way from our Zerg player as well. Storm is done. 2 seconds, man. Let's go. 2 seconds. Done. There it is. All right. Here's the engage. There's the Storm. Interesting Storm location. I guess he thought more Lings would jump up there than they did. It's okay. Fourth Nexus coming in from Trigger. Gus, Ice Storm there. This is just going to be a dance. A beautiful ballerina dance. The Nutcracker? No. If you've seen the Nutcracker, you have seen nothing. This is better. Oh, this little split off to this fourth base of Trigger is so good. That's a canceled Nexus. All right, well, didn't quite pay attention to this one when it was coming up, did ya? No. Gotta cancel. Psystorm, good against the Hydras. Pretty decent against Lurkers, but the Immortals are really what we need here. As more getting pumped up. And a Fleet Beacon. Let's go, Trigger. Let's go. The times we've seen PvZ wins on the channel over the last 6 months have been carriers. Getting there is very tricky. Zerg players are not super interested in letting you get to carriers because it's so annoying for them to deal with. Not that they can't, right? The best ones know what they're doing. They know about the Corruptors. They know about the Vipers with the Abducts. They know about the Parasitic Bombs. They know about the Microbial Shrouds. Like all the spellcasting you do to deal with carriers. And I mean, if it was just carriers, just Corruptors would be enough. But yeah, it's not going to be just carriers. It's going to be Immortals and Archons. And Zealots and Stalkers and hybrid type stuff. Because Mass Carrier is just not good. Also, a Mothership's on the way. The new Mothership is here. Now, they gave her some better DPS. She's always, well, recently, for a long time, she's had a bunch of attack. But it wasn't very good and never didn't really make a difference in any game ever in the history of StarCraft. Now they gave her more attacks as he tries to blink into those Lurkers. He does kill a couple of them. This one manages to survive a storm despite the animation being relatively on top of him. Fourth base is back from Trigger. Let's see if Rogue knows about this. No, he doesn't know about the second... Wait, no, doesn't know about the Fleet Beacon. Is there a second Stargate anywhere? Oh, it's Tempests. All right. Lunge is on the way. Yes, indeed. Lunge is here. Falcon's favorite upgrade in StarCraft 2. Lunge. It's fine. I don't know that it necessitates Zerg players researching it every time they get to the, 10-minute mark of a game, but by golly, they love it. New base coming in left side from Rogue. Fifth base for him. Again, a little bit behind economically. He doesn't have the economic advantage he'd want. There we go. There's the mothership. Blah, blah, blah. Trigger tries keeping to engage here, or keeps on trying to engage here, but man, those Lurkers, there's a lot of them. They're spread well. The positioning is crazy good. 197 to 180 supply. Time Warp, slowing down the movement of these units. Oh, Hydra dies because it was in Time Warp. Okay, not really. But what an engagement here. Pops the cloaking field to cloak the buildings temporarily. There's an Overseer, though, so it's not really helping as much as you'd like. Snipe the Overseer just for fun. Actually kind of crushing through this whole thing as is. No, not the Overseer, but the women and the children too here. Bam. Okay, Overseer falls back, but the cloak has run its course because it's a temporary thing now. This engagement is pretty intense. Pretty intense. Saving this base. Trigger loses this thing. I think he's just done. And Rogue's got 71 workers, and he's just kind of continuing to flood Lings and Lurkers and Hydras over here. Mothership getting targeted by those Hydras, has to fall back. They lunge in and take him down. Hey, lunge allowed for the death of that Mothership there, and the fourth base is out. Army value 102 to 59 total supply. Oh boy. Not looking ideal right now. So 3 basing Protoss at 15 minutes against a 5 basing Zerg. Well, 4.5 basing Zerg at 15 minutes. Not great at all. Oh! Not what I wanted to do there. I wanted... No. Is there a way? I thought Shift B brought up the battle report. Well, let's watch that mothership die again. Look at that lunge. That is sick, sick lunge. Mothership down. Providing a lot of value. Unfortunately for the Protoss, that is now gone. Yeah, and that's out. I thought it was Shift B. Where's the I can't remember. Where are all the hotkeys for the game hard interface? Where did it go? Is that a different add-on? I don't even know. Is Game Heart the battle report? Anyway, just waiting for Trigger to tap out here. I don't think this is looking good for him. I loved the mothership stuff. I did. It was great. She did a lot of work before she died. Another lunge in. It's like doing aerobics. Lunge. The rich Vespine gas, the purpleness. Again, it's my favorite shade of color in StarCraft 2, and I think it's the prettiest animation. I like it. I like it a lot. Anyway, is Rogue winning yet? He's there. Coming through this choke seems unwarranted and unwise, though. These lurkers come up the left side, get a couple of the probes. Ah, the third base. There aren't that many bases, man. He's got enough money to build a Nexus up here, but he's long-distance mining. Build a Nexus over there, dude. Take that, Lurker. You killed 6 of my probes. You and your friend are now dead. 191 to 136 supply. Trigger is holding and long-distance mining. And, again, has enough money for a Nexus, but decides to build a Nexus over here instead. Okay, so he retakes the 4th base location. Might get a hatch here, as Rogue's the one who's a bit out of position this time, and he loses the hatch and 10 drones. For really not that much loss there for Trigger at all. Okay. That's how maybe we get back in this thing. Because Rogue's mining out pretty heavily on his 1st, 2nd, and 3rd bases. He's retaken his 5th. His 4th base is really the only one that's robust right now. Trigger, long distance mining from up this way. There's some creep spreading, which is scary, but not going to hurt you at all, and trying to get this 4th base back. I called this game over. You heard me. I said if the 4th base dies, it's over, but hold on. If you snipe Rogue's 5th and retake your 4th, maybe there's a path to redemption here. Trying to storm these Corruptors. I mean, it's pretty good. Archons, I think, are a better answer to the Corruptors here. Good Psystorm, good Immortal Chunks out here, too. Rogue only up about 30 supply here. Not exactly a dominating position to find oneself in. Go, mothership, kill stuff. She still doesn't have any kills. She's getting target fired by the Corruptors, and actually not. Tempest largely getting target fire. The mothership's catching some strays. Like I said, Archon on top of Corruptors is good, but the Archons are busy trying to deal with the Lurkers instead of the Corruptors. The entire Sky Toss army is gone. It's Corruptor Lurker now. Rogue, what a weird thing he's doing here. This is an insane game. Rogue's aggression has been unmatched. I'm not sure Trigger's been able to really get across the map at all today. Gets 1 storm off, dies, High Templar. Immortal, finish him off. Finish him off. Lurker's pretty good against buildings, but it's a GG. Rogue gets the win. Why does Shift B just take me back? I've gotten the battle report stuff to work here recently. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, GG's, and Rogue is our winner in 18 minutes and 25 seconds. 31,000 resources lost apiece, which is pretty great. from the Zerg perspective, if you're on even resources lost against a Protoss or a Terran, you probably won the game. 39 probes died, 2 Nexuses died, 1 Hatch and 19 drones back and forth, 25 Lurkers, 57 Hydras. Lurker, Hydra, Corruptor coming at the end. Some Lings, not the most Lings of all time. And Rogue did get a Hive, but he never used it for anything. He made an Infestation Pit. And he made a Hive, but he never... Oh, he did get +3 attack and Adrenal for his Lings. Fair. And Seismic Spines. Right, so he did use upgrades. Beautiful stuff. Didn't make a Hive for no reason. But yeah, that Queen walk across the map was sick. He's basically like, technically, you don't have to pick up the queens and taxi them across the map. But, what you got to do, you can just walk them. Spread some creep across the map here. I guess the distance from, like, here to here is not too far. Man, look at him realizing map distance. You can block my hatch, he says, but that means I can queen walk to your third. How do you feel about that? Oh, boy. Pretty bad times. All right, so that's a GG. Well done, Rogue, getting the win, but I'd say Trigger gave him a tough go of it, and that's what's very fun. So that's going to be it for me today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky. All at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.